I want to cover a very important component of operating your dealership via the internet, which is known as webDEALER. The webDEALER system allows dealers to process title applications and new registrations online. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles Regional Service Center may assist county tax offices with setting up dealer access to this system. This state-of-the-art system will allow you to complete all dealer operations from the comfort of your office. The webDEALER system used to be combined with e-title and e-tag, and now it's all one system. And it is really one reason every licensed Texas motor vehicle dealer is required to have internet access. Here are just some of the features of this system. You're going to be able to validate inventory allocated to you, if any has been allocated to you. It allows systems monitoring of outstanding title applications for your dealership. It has the option to establish your dealership without inventory, and instead the county assigns the plate and prints the sticker. Okay. Ability to submit title applications electronically to multiple counties once approved and established by each county tax assessor collector's office. It has a live calculation of the prorated fees whenever you're transferring special plates. The ability to easily see the reason for return of any title application or title transaction. It's also going to show you visibility of all title applications from the start to the finish. It also has the ability to add title convenience fees if you happen to be a dealer deputy, excuse me. Payments and fees for each title application are calculated precisely, so it really doesn't allow you to make mistakes, and it also gives you the ability to batch print receipts. And you know, the following is a real brief overview of the webDEALER system, and I want to strongly encourage you to download the entire webDEALER user guide at the texasdealers.com website. So you can just go to any page there and go right down to Texas Dealer Manuals, and then you'll be able to easily read the entire manual. I'm going to give you kind of a condensed version here, however. In order for you to begin using the webDEALER system, you must have first obtained your dealer's license from the state. So obviously you can't use webDEALER unless you are a dealer. Once you've obtained your license, or if you've already had your license, then you've already created a user account. This system will always recognize you, the owner, as the administrator of the system. Later, you're going to be able to add dealership employees to the system that may have access to more limited features. But as the administrator, you will have access to all system features. The County Tax Assessor Collector's Office will help you set up your dealership in webDEALER. In addition to setting up your dealership, they are also going to be setting up the initial user to be the administrator of your dealership. The dealership administrator is responsible for adding additional users, managing user permissions, and removing users as well. The county must set up dealers to allow dealers to submit applications to the county. You must have your dealer's license before you can use the webDEALER system. Normally, the dealer's principal owner will act as the administrator to this system. Once you initially create a user access to the system, you will be emailed your username and password that will be assigned to your dealership. The state recommends protecting your passwords and periodically changing them. Remember, you must contact your county tax assessor collector's office before you are able to use webDEALER. So first, we're going to create a user account. To begin using the system, you must create a user account by creating this account. It's webdealer.texasdealers.gov, and from the login page, you're going to click Create New User button. See that button right there? And the system will display the use agreement page, and a security warning is going to appear. Make sure and read the security warning, then click I accept. You'll enter your first and last name, your email address, your phone number, then click Save. Your username and password will then be sent automatically to your email address. So you're going to see a confirmation message stating the user account has been created. You must have the following in order to process titles through webDEALER. Number one, we got to have internet access. The URL for webDEALER, that's going to be webdealer.texasdealers.gov. I'll show you how to log on there in just a little bit. You'll have to have sticker paper and plate inventory provided by the county if applicable. You've got to have a printer. You've got to have a scanner. You need to also have a surrendered stamp, and I'll show you that here in just a little bit, but you can get that from, any Office Depot or Office Max or Amazon or whatever, but you have to have a surrendered stamp. eTitle, webDEALER, and eTag are all now part of the same operating system. You may use the same username and password for all three systems. The eTitle system or webDEALER can be used to create an eTitle from a paper title, electronically reassign a title from dealer to dealer in the wholesale market, apply for title for the purchaser in a retail sale, or put the title into the dealer's name for resale. The eTitle section has several helpful features in the dealer, including administration, viewing your eTitle inventory, creating an eTitle, reassigning an eTitle. It's also going to generate a key code for dealer-to-dealer reassignments. It allows you to accept a reassigned eTitle from another dealer. You can convert an eTitle to paper for dealer resale. ELT releases the title electronically to a dealer in your eTitle inventory, and also has title applications for a retail purchaser. You know, the following section gives a really condensed overview of the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles eTitle User Guide. I strongly encourage you to download the entire Texas Department of Motor Vehicles eTitle User Guide, and you can do that easily by going to the texasdealers.com website and go down there and click on Texas Dealer Manuals, and you will easily be able to download and review the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles eTitle User Guide. First, I want to show you how to easily apply for a title for the customer that has just purchased a vehicle from you. Remember, on most, not all, but most sales, you are required to register the vehicle for the customer. I want to explain a title application because they are submitted electronically through the webDEALER system to the county tax assessor collector's office. The original title must be retained when submitting a title application through webDEALER. And I want to repeat that very, very important statement. The original title must be retained when submitting a title application through the webDEALER system. You know, applications might include scanned images of the required documents that are needed to process the title application, you know, including but not limited to the evidence of ownership. Maybe that's an out-of-state title, or maybe it's a Texas title. You're always going to be using Form 130-U. You'll need to have that odometer disclosure and vehicle inspection reports if needed. That's your VIR. webDEALER also provides a very straightforward process to transfer information quickly and easily from any dealer management software system that you might be using directly to webDEALER. You can also submit your title application manually without using a dealer management software program, as well by using the manual entry option. When you're ready, submitting the title application to the county tax assessor collector's office is literally a few clicks of the mouse. I want to go over what is called the surrender title. The original evidence of ownership, so maybe that was an out-of-state title, or maybe you have a Texas title on that vehicle, must be stamped surrendered on the front and back, scanned, and then uploaded through webDEALER. The surrender stamp on the back of the ownership document must be in the next blank assignment, which I'll show you here in just a moment. If a dealer's reassignment accompanies the title application, the dealer's reassignment form must also be stamped surrendered on the next available assignment, or maybe diagonally if applicable. You are going to have a surrender stamp to use at your dealership whenever you're using the webDEALER system. And you know, like I said, any retail office supply company can produce a surrender stamp for you, or you can just order that stamp from your favorite online printing company. So as you see here on the screen, here's some examples of the surrender stamp on the front of a Texas title, and this has been reprinted from the Texas Motor Vehicle Dealer Manual. And notice the front has been stamped surrendered, and now you'll see the back. Notice on the back of this title that the top two assignments have already been completed with the bottom section surrendered. It's going to be your responsibility to validate the Texas title against the latest motor vehicle record in the department's database. Once you stamp a title surrendered, that title becomes invalid. Is considered surrender to the department and cannot be used in any other title application because it has been surrendered. You know, scanned images must be of the original documents. The scanned images cannot be copies of the original documents. So when you're submitting images, they have to be scanned of the original ownership, such as a Texas title, out-of-state title, things like that. If the county or the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles determines that the documents attached to a title application are copies of the originals, then the title application will be returned or rejected, and you would be required to scan the originals or attain ownership through a bonded titling process if that would be applicable. we're going to go to webDEALER, and you can enter that easily at the texasdealers.com website. And once again, it's webdealer.txdmv.gov/title. And you're going to enter that new username and password. You're then taken to the administrator's homepage. If you're the principal owner of the dealership, like I said, you're going to be known as the administrator of your user account. You may also assign your dealership employees, which we're going to call users. Your administrator homepage will show your GDM number, that's your P number, your dealer number, your dealership address, the GDM license category, such as maybe you're a motorcycle dealer, maybe you're a motor vehicle dealer, maybe you're a motorcycle dealer or a trailer dealer. At the top of the page, you're going to see homepage, e-title, administration, and support. At the top right, you might search for VINs. See these tabs at the top left. You may use these tabs for the following. Okay, the homepage takes you straight to your homepage. Titles takes you to the Create Title page or the e-title inventory page. Payments, you can make any payments that are required here. And administration takes you to the accounts detail page. And support takes you to the user support page. If you ever have any questions, you can just click on the support tab there and it will take you to the user support page. You'll also see your account, which includes your GDN and your dealer license category. The title activity box that you see over here to the left displays the status and number of title applications in the queue. And what that's going to do, it's going to include returned title applications, in progress title applications, reviewed title applications, imported title applications, retractions, and active buyer's tags. Here in the middle of the page, you'll also see a title status tab that displays in progress title applications, and you can click on the other tab to show any returned title applications as well. Before I show you how to create a title application, there are basically two ways to complete a title application. You can complete Form 130-U during the transaction, then upload it after the customer has left, or you might be using some type of dealer management software that will require you to submit that as well. So I want to show you how to apply without a dealer management software system, just in case you're not using any additional dealer management software. So I do want to show you how to operate this without dealer management software, but I do want you to definitely consider using dealer management software because it can really simplify the entire operations of your dealership, and it will always help you hopefully maintain compliance. So first, we are going to scroll down and we're going to click on the Start a New Title Application that you see right there. And as you see right there, it's the one with the red box around it. You're going to enter the VIN and select search. If an active buyer tag exists for this vehicle in your dealership, you will have the option to import the buyer tag data or continue without importing. Let's click No, then Continue. Now we're going to enter the vehicle identification number of the vehicle that you've sold, and you will see the vehicle information. If a motor vehicle record exists in the department's registration and title system, the current vehicle record information will display. You must use this information for verification against the title that has been provided to you. Once you verify the vehicle information, you may select the Proceed button to advance to the seller disclosure page. If a motor vehicle record does not exist, the seller disclosure page of the title application will populate with the year, make, model, and body style of the vehicles. These values must be entered if they are not auto-populated. So basically, it will not allow you to progress. That's a great thing about webDEALER. You have to basically make sure all information is submitted correctly before you can move on to the next page. Next, though, let's talk about seller disclosure. The seller disclosure information must be completed and saved before you can continue with the title application. The seller disclosure page is where you make the choice to upload the Form 130-U or to file the title application by capturing an electronic signature of the seller, which is your dealership, and the buyer. For this scenario, I'm going to assume you have completed Form 130-U manually at the time of the sale, and it's going to be uploaded through webDEALER. Remember, we're always filling out Form 130-U on most transactions, and we're actually going to be using that to upload through webDEALER. So at the very top right, you can enter the deal number if you would like. As you see there, it is optional, but it can be very advantageous to have a deal number to every deal that you're doing. You'll enter the vehicle model. You then select your buyer's ID type, their ID number, and optionally enter their email address. You must let the customer choose the registration county. Remember, the dealer may not choose the registration county. The customer must choose the registration county. Then enter the sales price after any rebates, the odometer reading, and if the odometer reading is actual or not. Then check if the odometer is exempt. Now, if you have manually completed Form 130-U at the time of the sale, you're going to check the Upload Form 130-U box. Also, you'll need to check the final box acknowledging the information on this page must match the information on Form 130-U. Otherwise, the title application may be returned. So make sure all this information matches Form 130-U exactly. So you're going to click the blue Save button. Form 130-U, the title application status is marked as in progress. So you'll select Next to complete the remainder of the title application. If you're recording a lien on this vehicle, you will need to enter your lien information here. You know, if you're a buy here, pay here dealer, or you're using a finance company, some finance companies require the dealer to record the lien. So if you're recording a lien on the vehicle, check the lien holders box to record a lien. If you are not recording a lien, be sure to check no lien. Now we're going to enter our owner's information. As a reminder, this is a person that just purchased the vehicle from you, and be aware that the name you are entering here will be printed on the title of the vehicle you sold. Be sure to enter the customer's name exactly using the identification provided by the customer. Spell the name exactly like it appears on the ID the customer has given you. Otherwise, if you spell the customer's name wrong, they will receive a title with their name printed incorrectly and may have to apply for a new corrected title. Be sure to complete all the information on this screen completely and accurately. You know, if the customer wants renewal notifications sent to another address, they can input the other address. Otherwise, the renewal notice will be sent to the address that you have entered here. I want to talk about, real quickly, rights of survivorship. When two or more persons enter into a rights of survivorship agreement, the motor vehicle is jointly owned. It's co-owned by those persons. So if one or more of the persons that completed a rights of survivorship agreement dies, ownership of the vehicle transfers to the other person or persons that signed the agreement. All persons shown in the rights of survivorship agreement must sign the certificate of title if the ownership of the vehicle is being transferred prior to the death of any person. Only an owner type of individual allows a beneficiary to be designated. If multiple owners are on an application, rights of survivorship must be completed before the beneficiary functionality is available. And this can also be completed on Form VTR-122. Plates and sticker information. Depending on the processing county chosen on the seller disclosure page and how you are configured by that county, you may or may not have plates to assign. If plates are not supplied to you by the county where the title application is being submitted, the plate source will indicate county issue. So then you're going to select Next, enter the plate number. If plates are supplied to you by the county where the title application is being submitted, then you'll select Next. Select customer supplied if the buyer desires to transfer an existing plate, and that can be a general plate or specialty plate, to the new vehicle that you have just sold. Enter the plate number, select search, confirm the license plate owner is the same as your buyer. Okay, I want to repeat that. Always make sure the license plate owner is the same name as the person that's buying the vehicle from you. You'll select Next. Next, we're going to enter our sales tax information. If for some reason the sale you made is exempt from sales tax, for example, maybe you sold a vehicle to a not-for-profit, or maybe you sold a van to a church, they may be exempt from sales tax. If that's the case, you would need to enter the reason for exemption. If you did collect sales tax, which will normally be the case, you will enter the sales tax date, the sales price, any rebates, then a trade-in allowance if a trade was taken. Next, you're going to be prompted to upload evidence of ownership documents such as the previous title. Be sure to enter whether it's an out-of-state title or a Texas title. Be sure to enter the title number and the original issue date, which should be on the front of the old title. If the vehicle you sold had an out-of-state title, be sure to enter the state of the title. which should always be at the center top front page of the out-of-state title. You know, one of the great things about this webDEALER system is it will not allow you to apply for titles if you are missing any documents. If you're missing any documents, webDEALER will notify you that you're missing documents and will prompt you to upload them, at which time, as you can see on this screenshot, that you are notified what documents are missing. So for this scenario, maybe you were missing a copy of the title in the Form 130-U. And on the next screen, you will easily be able to choose the document that is missing, click on that document title, and then upload the missing document directly from your computer. webDEALER will verify the vehicle has a current passing safety inspection. The inspection must be current when the application is submitted to the county tax assessor collector's office. Next, fees. Next, you'll see a screenshot of the fees, including title application fees, the sales tax fee, the buyer's tag fee, county and road bridge fees, and etc. You can also enter any additional donation fees the customer may want to make as well. You know, if the customer wants to make additional donations, just click the blue optional donation fees box, and you'll see the customer can make donations to the organ donor donation, the Veterans Fund. They can donate to the state parks, etc. So that's going to be optional. But if your customer wants to donate to those during the title application process, they certainly have the ability to do that. If the customer chooses not to make any optional donations, you would just click Save. And then the registration period of 12 or 24 months will be determined and calculated automatically by the vehicle's registration class, ownership, evidence surrendered, and then the inspection type received. So once you have saved this, you're taken to the title search page. To locate the submitted application, use the search filters. The status of submit will narrow your search to only title applications that have been submitted to the county tax assessor collector. Use the date range to further narrow those results anytime that you want to look up any title transaction for your dealership. You can view all types of title application statuses here. You will see all titles that have been received here. And once you've submitted the title application, first, you're going to see an owner's receipt like the one you see here. So you will get this as soon as you have submitted the title application. Once you have printed your owner's receipt, you'll be able to print a duplicate receipt that will have that state seal watermark that you see right there. And then after the title application is approved by the county tax assessor collector's office, the county approved final receipt can be printed from the title preview page. And this is what this looks like right here. So you won't receive this final receipt until the application has been approved by the county tax assessor collector. And the county approved receipt will have a webDEALER title ID number. It's going to have a document number and a barcode, as you see right here. Now, payments. Payments. The county tax assessor collector's office will collect payments for all approved title applications. So for each payment collected, the county tax assessor collector's office will record the payments and make a note in the payment details. Follow these steps to view the payments recorded by the tax assessor collector's office. Select on payments completed under the payments tag. Select a reference number to display the payment details, and the payment details will show with payment information for that group of title applications. I want you to be aware that this is just a quick overview of webDEALER and how to order titles. You can download the entire Texas Department of Motor Vehicle webDEALER manual, which is very informative and detailed. And by the way, you can go to texasdealers.com, just scroll down to the bottom there, click on Texas Dealer Manuals, and then on that page, you can easily download the webDEALER user guide that you see right there. So definitely do this after the course. There's a lot more detailed information, but I wanted to give you kind of a quick, brief overview of how to use webDEALER correctly.